In a season that has seen Colorado rise to national prominence under Coach Prime, their latest performance against Kansas was nothing short of devastating. With a chance to solidify their path to the Big 12 championship, the Buffaloes fell apart in a shocking 37-21 loss that highlighted their vulnerabilities. The defeat left fans stunned, the team deflated, and the dream of playing in the championship hanging by a thread. From the opening whistle, it was clear Kansas had come to make a statement. The Jayhawks' offensive line dominated the trenches, paving the way for an astonishing 331 rushing yards. Kansas running back Devin Neal led the charge with 205 yards and 3 touchdowns, repeatedly slicing through Colorado's defense like a hot knife through butter. The Buffaloes, who have prided themselves on resilience and grit throughout the season, seemed uncharacteristically flat. Tackling was sloppy, assignments were missed, and the defensive line was routinely overpowered. The energy and fire that defined Colorado's early season performances were conspicuously absent. On the offensive side of the ball, quarterback Shedeur Sanders faced relentless pressure, courtesy of a Kansas defensive line that recorded 4 sacks and countless hurries. The Buffaloes' offensive line struggled to protect Sanders, who had little time to find his rhythm. Despite his best efforts, Shedeur threw for just 266 yards and a touchdown. The running game, a persistent weakness for Colorado, was once again ineffective. The Buffaloes managed a mere 42 rushing yards, further compounding their inability to sustain drives or control the clock. Wide receiver Travis Hunter, a standout all season, made just 8 catches for 125 yards and 2 touchdowns. This loss couldn't have come at a worse time. With the Big 12 standings tighter than ever, Colorado's defeat creates a precarious 4-way tie that leaves their championship hopes in limbo. Instead of controlling their destiny, the Buffaloes must now rely on a combination of victories in their remaining games and favorable outcomes elsewhere in the conference. Despite the disappointment, this loss serves as a critical teaching moment for a team that's still learning how to navigate the pressure of high-stakes games. The Buffaloes must address their glaring issues, particularly in the trenches. The offensive line struggles to protect Shedeur Sanders and establish a running game have been a recurring theme, and the defensive line's inability to stop the run was glaring against Kansas. The coaching staff will also need to reassess their game plans and halftime adjustments. Colorado was outscored 14-7 in the second half as Kansas made adjustments that the Buffaloes failed to counter. The inability to respond to adversity in-game has been a troubling pattern that needs immediate attention. The Buffaloes' resilience will be tested in the coming week, but if there's one thing this team has shown, it's that they thrive when counted out. Whether or not they make it to the Big 12 championship, the progress made this season is undeniable, and the future remains bright in Boulder.